NBA2k Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Nets starting 5. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Irving is out there with Simmons. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And the pass to Claxton. Irving for 3. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Outside, Payton. Pass to Fox. Outside, Bryant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line. And the second free throw, good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Over to the wing. There's O'Neal with the 3. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. O'Neal up top. Pass to Bryant. Kobe draws it up. Kicks it out to Malone. Just 5 on the clock. O'Neal inside. Good, and the assist goes to Malone.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Here's Durant. High shot from 10 feet out.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
The Lakers with the ball. Payton passes to Fox. He kicks it to Bryant. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. This is his second trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Kobe. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's KD. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Malone.
Don't foul that guy. For his career, Durant is about 90% at the line.
Good on the second free throw. 1:53 left to play here in the first. Payton kicks to Fox. Kobe against Irving. Kobe dishes to O'Neal. And it's sent back by KD.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. KD's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Payton passes to Fox. Ryan against Irving. Down low. And Malone gets it to go on the assist from Kobe.
And just the ultimate in the pick and roll is Malone. He just excels with that hard dive to the right spot there after setting that screen.
Tries from 10. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, Payton. Passes it to Malone. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Puts it up from 12. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish. And this is what leaders do. Payton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
Nets trail by 4. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 6. There's the screen. Fires from deep. That one doesn't go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers on top. They lead by 4. And don't go away. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
So with Malone sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. You've got Russell. O'Neal is out there with Grant. Then there's Peyton, and it's George in at the small forward. Russell kicks to Peyton. Grant with a screen on Harris. Peyton looking it over. Launches a 3. And they get it back. Back to Russell. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Trailing by 4. Here's Mills. He dishes it to Irving. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Irving's got his first 2 points.
Something that's not talked about is that he is a high IQ player. You got to respect how fast Kyrie makes decisions, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
And George kicks to Russell. Here's O'Neal, and Shaq with the slam.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Nets trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Count it. KD's got 7 points in the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Grant finds Russell. Now Peyton. It's deflected, and they'll get another chance. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Some changes for Brooklyn. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Seth Curry comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Patty Mills. Warren against George. The pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. No good from Grant.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad hooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks. Shaq misses. Brooklyn trailing. KD with it. Now defended by Grant. George against Warren. Pass to Sharp. Here's Sumner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Malone comes in for Shaq, and Kobe is subbed in for Russell. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp, and Royce O'Neal subbed in for Kevin Durant. 29 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Sumner. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now, here's George. Outside, Peyton. Back to George. Pass to Bryant. 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Kobe.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 4. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. To the paint, here's O'Neal, and Durant sends it back. Simmons against Payton. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, stolen by O'Neal. Payton outside. Malone outside. Inside. Here's Kobe. And Shaq with the slam.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Outside, Simmons. To the inside, Claxton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Payton with it. No points in the game yet for him. Shaq with a screen on Simmons. Here's Shaq. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Here's Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And he makes the first. Los Angeles making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Then for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for Royce O'Neal. That's Mills in for Nicholas Claxton.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Payton right side, and they double up Payton. Passes it to Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Payton right side. Fade away. That one misses. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Now Mills. Left side, Irving. There's 1:40 left in the third. Good work defensively by Fox. Lakers leading by 3. Payton finds Fox. Shaq with it. Irving with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. Katie says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you. Here's Durant. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
It just looks Too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's O'Neal, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for Los Angeles, Shaquille O'Neal, taking 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Horace Grant, he's checked in for Malone. And Georgia subbed in for Fox. And then for Brooklyn, T.J. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Seth Curry in for Kyrie Irving. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now here's Mills, covered by Payton. To the middle, stolen by Grant. Outside, George. Banked in off the glass.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Warren on the wing. Some solid defense from Grant.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Lakers on top. They lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Malone on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. We've got Grant. Ryan is out there with Payton. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's George in at the small forward position.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Warren. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The pass to Payton. Outside Bryant. Shot clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Lakers.
At the line for the Lakers, Kobe Bryant, 2 shots.
And that one misses. And Los Angeles with some changes. Malone comes in for Shaq. And it's Fox in for George. Durant's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Edmund Sumner. He hits the second from the line.
Not perfect, but that opens this up to a 2-possession lead.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Thank you, David. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And here is O'Neal. Curry, a screen on Fox. Just 5 to shoot from deep. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Curry.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. And you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Kobe goes in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I like watching Kobe when he's in that slash mode to the rim. Plays with force, knows how to get to the stripe.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside, KD. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Just too much to handle. Durant not fazed by the bump.
Here's Payton. Got a hand on it. Curry with it. Now Payton defending. The shot, no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
On its way from Irving for 2. Oh, they get it back. Claxton the pass to O'Neal. Here's Curry with the 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. Claxton, no good. Lakers leading by 4. Fox passes to Durant. Curry against Kobe. Out to Payton. 5 on the clock. With the drive. And another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Bumping, battling down low. Gary Payton is more than comfortable in those situations.
Shaq is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Nets also making a change. Simmons checked in for Seth Curry.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Irving with the ball. Picked up by Kobe. Shoots from the elbow. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
That is a huge shot from Kyrie Irving. That is a huge shot from Kyrie Irving. This is why his team turns to him in these moments. Trust me, I know.
There's 39 seconds left in the game. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Pass to Kobe. Kobe draws the double. Feeds to O'Neal. Back to Payton. O'Neal trying to break free. O'Neal. Got it!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving misses. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
The 4th team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
The bruising power forward, Malone.
so the Lakers win the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. It's KD at power forward and Claxton at center. Kyrie Irving out there with Ben Simmons. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. Now here's Bryant. To the paint. Here's Malone. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Simmons. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Guard skills, but a big-time forward or center-type body. Ben Simmons making it happen inside.
Fox outside. Irving against Bryant. To the inside. Here's Malone. Tipped. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Simmons against Payton. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 6.
Lakers foul. Gary Payton. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And Brooklyn has possession. Back to Simmons. Outside Irving. Fires from deep. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
Payton passes to Bryant. Fox outside. Down low. Kicks it out to Bryant. Launches it. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Simmons. On the wing, Durant. O'Neal pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first. Fox outside. Pass to Malone. From 8 feet. Off the window. It's good. A minute 42 left in the first quarter here. Outside Durant. The shot. Good. He hits the jumper.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Pass to Fox. Bryant outside. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Brooklyn making some changes. Harris is checked in for O'Neal. And it's Mills in for Ben Simmons. Outside Payton. Shot clock at 5. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Mills. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Nets with the lead. Durant for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Durant's got 5.
The ability to be ready to rise and fire in that situation is so important. Kevin Durant, no doubt.
George outside. Pass to Payton. Grant with a screen on Mills. The Lakers with another miss.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Harris passes to Durant. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving against Russell. Lets it go from 14. Again, the Nets score.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Payton passes to Graham. To halt the run. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Nets. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And it's George in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Here's Payton. Uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, the defense was in perfect position, but it simply didn't matter. He's just too skilled, too good.
Irving against Payton. Now here's Irving, guarded closely, and a missed layup.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Back to Payton. Into the lane. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Payton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Grant against Durant. No good from 11 feet. The Lakers trail. George passes to Payton. And here's Grant. Pass to George. Back to Grant. Here's the floater. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Grant's got his first points of the game.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Durant for three. The rebound by Malone. Now Los Angeles with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Curry against Russell. Pass to Payton. Here's Grant. Fires it from 18. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Claxton. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Irving. And he makes it on the layup.
Kyrie Irving is elite, finishing on the interior. Don't let the size fool you.
Pass to George. Back to Payton. Over to the left wing. Grant, the pass to Payton. 13 feet out. Oh, Grant throws it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Bryant, he's checked in for the Lakers. O'Neal, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons comes in for Kyrie Irving. Grant, the pass to Bryant. Here's Malone. Pass to Grant. Payton with it. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first.
Man, the defender really went after him.
O'Neal, he's checked in for the Lakers. Fox comes in for George. So the Nets making a switch here. Here's Thomas, covered by Bryant. Simmons against Payton. And Simmons gets it to go. Simmons has got his second basket of the game.
Staying strong through the contact. Ben Simmons doesn't back off.
And the shot goes down.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Nets out in front.
16. And give a big round of applause to the Laker Youth Dance Team.
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the floor for the Nets, it's KD at power forward and Claxton at center. Ben Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. Now here's Payton. Pass to O'Neal. The bank shot, no good. The Nets with a lead. Now Durant. He's got 5. O'Neal pulls it in. The Lakers with the ball. Outside Payton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Simmons against Payton. Now here's Simmons. Tightly guarded. Banked it in off the glass. Simmons has got 8.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Malone. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Bryant. This for the tie! On target from range. 5 points in the game.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Offensive rebound, and Claxton gets the bucket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Fox. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Bryant outside for the lead. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Irving finds Simmons. Minute 32 left in the third.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
No good on the free throw. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for O'Neal. Sumner's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Mills in for Ben Simmons. Bryant, no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now here's Harris. Outside Mills. No good from outside. The Lakers in the lead. George outside. Inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
TJ Warren, he's checked in for Brooklyn. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Pass to Sharp. Back to Warren. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, TJ Warren's frame and game perfectly suited for a finish on the interior.
Bryant, the pass to Graham. Now Bryant. Outside Russell. Now here's George. Pounded by Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George passes to Russell. Off target from three-point range. Outside Warren. Shoots a fadeaway. No good on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Lakers ahead. They lead by a bucket. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Kobe Bryant, and it's Peyton in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Simmons. Outside Irving. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Simmons. Over Peyton. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Fox outside. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Irving. O'Neal inside. He's against O'Neal. That shot is good by O'Neal. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
To the left wing. Here's Thomas. Covered by Bryant. Claxton. He's checked in for Harris.
First team foul. Now on the lineup for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton.
4th quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Pass to Thomas. Back to Claxton. 5 to shoot. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Screen by O'Neal. Bryant from deep 3-point land. Rebound Brooklyn. Outside Irving. The kick out to Simmons. Back to Irving to take the lead. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Boy, just a great use of the pump fake by Irving to draw that defender into fouling him.
So both teams changing it up here. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
You see why he's one of the guys they want at the line in these situations.
Simmons against Peyton. Pass to Malone. Now here's Bryant. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
How about some of the throwback hoops today, too, guys? Not just getting into the low post, but doing a great job converting those chances.
And they'll get another chance.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
1:50 left in the 4th quarter. Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And one of the game's best closers. Kyrie welcomes the challenge and loves the spotlight.
Both free throws good from Irving.
Well, in a game this tight, you can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
Close one up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that gives him a lead.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Pass to Claxton. Simmons against Peyton. For 3, Durant. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. And the Nets lead by 2. Bryant against Irving. To the middle.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
Of all of the guys you might think would be rattled at the free throw line with the game in the balance, Kevin Durant is not one of them, folks.
And 1:01 left in the final quarter. Payton passes to Fox. Back to Payton. Irving against Bryant. And he sinks in. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Irving against Bryant. There's 31 seconds left in the game.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He told them to be patient. Work deep into the clock if you have to, but get good shots. He doesn't want them to look up at the scoreboard. He wants execution on each of its plays.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Irving. It's off. Claxton can't cash it in.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that ties this game up.
Couldn't put them in the lead, but at least does enough to tie it up.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bryant outside. Screen by O'Neal. Oh, off target.
Come on, man. Stand up and make some noise.
Stolen by Bryant. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we've got... Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Simmons and Curry are in the backcourt. It's KD at power forward and Claxton at center. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, small forward. Curry, no good. The Lakers with the ball. Outside Payton. Durant with a screen on Simmons. Offensive board. That shot is good by O'Neal.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're behind by 2. 1:35 left in the OT period. And here's Durant. And he can't jam it through.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Blocked! Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Outside Payton. Pass to Bryant. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Bryant's got 21.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Outside Simmons. Curry with it. Outside Durant. A little mid-range shot is up. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA. And if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Here's Bryant inside. He's covered by Curry. Bryant, no good. And here are the Nets now. Pass to Claxton. Money!
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
And the free throw, no good. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
O'Neal. Yes!
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're behind by 2. 24 seconds left in the first overtime period. Outside Simmons. Pass to Curry. The 3 is up. O'Neal pulls it in. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line.
So the first one drops. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Durant, the pass to Curry. And the Nets miss again. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
At the line.
First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Curry from deep 3-point land. So we see the Lakers get the win here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA...
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. So the Nets starting 5. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Irving is out there with Simmons. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Irving, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Here's KD, and the shot goes down.
And that's tough right there. Love when Durant goes up with purpose and finishes over contact.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. He dishes it to Fox. Ryan against Irving. Check his screen on Irving. Back to Fox. All sorts of time. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
The assist going to Bryant. Kobe's been improving on that facet of his game.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Phil Jackson for just a minute. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
Thank you, David. Al Payton following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Payton surveying the floor. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's O'Neal. Lakers working the ball around now. The jump hook. It's hauled in by Claxton. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Malone with the steal. O'Neal against Fox. Over O'Neal. Tries again. And Shaq puts it in.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Durant. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. KD's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Bryant.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That's his first
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this.
team foul.
First free throw is good. And the Lakers with some changes. Grant, he's checked in for Malone. And George is subbed in for Fox. And then for Brooklyn, Harris is checked in for O'Neal. Curry comes in for Kyrie Irving. That's Mills in for Simmons. KD's shot is off. The Lakers trail. Outside, Kobe. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Fades away. And Durant sends it back.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
Mills finds Durant. To the paint. Here's Payton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here is Harris. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Stolen by George. And here is Payton. Grant sets a screen for Payton. The shot by George. What? Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he...
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Lakers on top, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Warren, sharp out there with Durant, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Simmons in at the 1 spot. And so Grant will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. Outside, George. Payton outside. Malone sets the pick for Payton. 6 on the shot clock, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that's the last guy you want to defend inside. Malone is just too good near the hoop.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And both free throws good for Malone. Nets trail by 6. Passes it to Warren. Here's Sharp. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Payton passes to Russell. Now Grant. On the wing, George. Back to Grant. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Grant's got his first bucket in this one.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow. A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
Payton passes to George. Down low. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Grant dishes to Payton. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
Pass to Sharp. Knocks it loose. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Malone. And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
And so Durant nails them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Payton kicks to Grant. George against Warren. Grant the pass to Payton. Shot clock at 5. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Russell, no luck. Nets trail by 4. Fires from the line. And it's Durant. That time on the assist from Simmons. And that's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
It just looks too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Payton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Bumping, battling down low. Gary Payton is more than comfortable in those situations.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. O'Neal's checked in for Los Angeles. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Joe Harris comes in for T.J. Warren. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Mills in for Ben Simmons. Here's Durant. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
The Nets making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. O'Neal with it. To the inside. Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And you know, that level of physicality that Grant brings inside is awesome to watch. He does a great job with finishing with that power above the rim.
Here's Shaq. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Curry dishes to Mills. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mills has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Payton outside. And they double up Payton. Deep 2 from Russell. And too long on the shot.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
The Nets, 15. And your Lakers dance team.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Fox is out there at Malone. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Payton. And it's Bryant in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. And he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
It's tipped. Pass to Irving. Beyond the arc. Payton gets the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Inside. The kick out to Bryant. Fires for three, and he's good on the three ball. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Irving passes to Claxton, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Bryant looking over the floor. Here's Payton. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. The three from KD. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Durant's got 15.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Bryant, that's for 2. Hits the jumper in space. Bryant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Brooklyn making some changes. Warren's checked in for O'Neal. Thomas comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Nicholas Claxton.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
O'Neal against Simmons. Outside Durant. Takes the 13-footer. Second chance shot. Simmons can't get it to go.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Fox finds Bryant. Malone a screen on Thomas. Kobe passes to Malone. KD comes with the double team. O'Neal trying to break free. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
Nets trail by 11. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now the pass to Thomas. Kicks to Warren. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Sharp checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Lakers leading by 11. Kobe dishes to Grant. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Russell. Left side, Grant. And it's Russell in the corner. Down low. Here's O'Neal. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. O'Neal's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Sharp. Back to Warren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Just has a knack for finding openings in the defense. You could describe Warren as opportunistic.
And so he hits both. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Bryant, and Bryant slams it in.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
And Mills kicks to Warren. Shoots over Grant. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Warren. Kobe Bryant getting it done for the Los. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of the game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is the group that Jacque Vaughn has right now. O'Neal is out there with Harris. Then it's Mills. Then it's Curry. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Claxton the pass to Curry. He kicks it to Mills. No good with the triple. Lakers leading by 13 to the paint. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by George. And that's 12 points for Kobe Bryant.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Timeout called, the Nets. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shaq.
He's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Outside Durant. Kevin Durant with the slam.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Payton kicks to Fox. Durant against Grant.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Bryant.
2 minutes.
And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Durant. Karl Malone's checked in for Horace Grant. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Simmons is checked in. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Payton gets the bucket.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Malone against Durant. Shoots over Malone. Durant with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 17. .129 left to play here in the fourth. Shaq with a screen on Simmons. Kobe, the pass to O'Neal. No, it doesn't go. His fourth miss in 8 attempts. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Durant. And it's Malone with the rebound. And so it's the Lakers with it. Payton kicks to Fox. Malone outside. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. The shot will not fall. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Pass to Fox. Bryant with it. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn with the rebound.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Durant down low. Working on Bryant. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Fox. KD passes to Claxton. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Fisher. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you.